I'm back. I'm back. Like I want to be back. I want to use this space more to share my photography and my life and teach photography and also about nature. Um, I've said it before. I am sick and tired of Instagram, but this time it's at a whole nother level because it's just full of ads and AI, and it doesn't feel like a community anymore. So I'm slowly moving away from Instagram. I have been using Substack now for at least a year, but I feel like it's more. I feel like I can be a lot more personal, and I can really connect with the people that follow me there, where people actually comment and I have a chat with everyone that are subscribing to me, which just feels great. That sense of community, content made by humans. I don't even want to call it content. Instagram is content. Substack is, it feels more genuine, and it's slower. Instagram is very like post all the time, post to get likes and traction, not like posting because you want to. Whereas on Substack, I feel like when I post, it's because I genuinely have something I want to share. And Instagram feels more like a business thing and a game. So, yeah, I've been hanging out there. I will share my link to Substack somewhere in the description. But it's grainandfern.substack.com. Um, so come hang out, subscribe. My blog posts or articles or whatever you want to call them will also end up in your mailbox. But if you also register to Substack, then you can follow me and comment on my notes and be a part of my chat and my community there, where I talk a lot about photography, I talk about nature, and I talk about living with the seasons, which is something I've really been trying to tap into more. Winter's been hard, really hard, both on a work photography level. Like winter's always hard for me, even though I find it absolutely gorgeous when there's lots of snow. After a while, winter is quite monochrome, and there's not that many different subjects, I find personally. And so it's hard to feel inspired, and the days are very short, and the light is limited. Um, but this winter, like all of last year, it's also been pretty hard on a personal level, which I feel a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are going through shit, and I don't know what's going on. Um, but long story short, I've had to say goodbye to my mother. She's still alive, which kind of made the goodbye and that breaking harder. Um, I mostly grew up with her alone, and she's been my best friend. Sorry. Um, I want to keep this in. I want to be um, more personal on here and transparent. But she's succumbed to alcohol, and so I've tried to offer support and help um, together with a lot of my other family, and it didn't work out. And so I've had to break from that and distance myself and focus on me and my life to move forward and be in a good spot for me, which has been really hard. It is still, but it's definitely the right choice. I've written more about that on my Substack. I can post a link to that specific post as well if anyone wants to delve more into my thoughts on the goodbye and um, all of that. But there's also been a lot of good stuff. I've started studying, I'm taking some small courses on the side where I am learning about nature care, biodiversity, and ecology, which is super fun because I love being in nature and I love photographing nature, but I want to understand it more. I want my photos of nature to capture biodiversity or the lack thereof, what a forest should look like, and what's happening with the forestry industry. And I want to try and use my space as a photographer and online person to help nature in any way I can. And if that is simply that my photos inspire people to go outside, appreciate nature, and realize that we need to care for her, awesome. That means so much to me. If it leads to me working for a company as a photographer that works with and for nature, that would be a dream. So yeah, I'm trying to learn more and kind of combine that with being an outdoor photographer, which has really helped me through winter being hard and everything with my mom. I feel like I have a goal and a purpose, and I'm engaged in learning and just absorbing new things. And I'm connecting with my classmates and my teachers, and that space where you get to hang out with other like-minded people has also meant so much to me. So that's just been great, and it's really helped me through last year and this winter. And I mean, winter has been beautiful as well. Like I have been out with my camera. We've been out snowshoeing quite a bit when we've gotten lots of snow, and the forest has looked like something out of Narnia. And I've tried to really just enjoy that with my partner. And we've been in this like beautiful little sauna down by a river with some friends when it was pitch black and the trees were covered in snow, and like that was really beautiful and wonderful, and just a great experience. And just sitting in a sauna with like-minded people surrounded by dark and stillness and nature and having good conversations about life. It's the little things like that that really help me move forward and make life worth living. Like it's just so awesome, and it's just a great experience, and those little things I feel stick with me forever. So that's been great. And then I don't know, it was after New Year's, so the second part of winter. I'm in my living room and I kind of see out through our backyard across some train tracks into like a farmer's field on the other side. And I have binoculars there because I've been trying to learn more about birds and look at birds. And I see a fox. And foxes have been quite special for me ever since I decided to leave a bigger city down south in Sweden and move up here to the north and to the forest, where I started seeing foxes a lot when I was out in nature, and I tried to follow them with my camera. And they've just been a reoccurring thing in my life since I moved here, and I find them absolutely beautiful. And they're screaming quite haunting at night. But I haven't seen a fox for years. And all of a sudden, I can see one from my living room, and so I grab my camera and I head out, and it turns out there were three foxes. And I got some decent photos. And then I reached out to my colleague that works for OM System and asked if I could borrow a bigger zoom lens that she has, because I normally don't do wildlife photography, so I don't have that kind of equipment. And she kindly lent it to me, and I crossed my fingers that I would see the foxes again. And then one night we're going to bed, and we're like closing the curtains in our bedroom, and there is just this shrieking so close to our house. And so we pull the curtains up again, and all three foxes are just in our backyard. One's curled up, and one is like barking or shrieking at that one, and one's kind of just watching. Um, and after that, I kept seeing them on the field a few times, but there were only two. So I think when there were three, there were two males that were trying to vie for the attention of this one female for mating, is what I think. I don't know a lot about foxes. I've been watching some documentaries and trying to learn more after, but there were two for a bit, and then there's only been one. And I'm gonna guess it's the female that stayed, and right now I'm thinking she might have kids soon, but now I haven't seen her for weeks, ever since the snow melted. So we'll see if I see her again, but um, yeah, it's just been a magical experience to watch her hunt out on the field and watch her watch me and kind of jump sideways while watching me to, I don't know, see what I would do, maybe test me a little bit, and to follow their tracks in the snow, and just sit on reindeer skin in the snow with coffee, watching and waiting, and being able to capture their jumps when they hunt. I've learned that it's called mousing. They stand with their ears and they do this, and they listen in the snow and they feel vibrations, and they're also kind of in tune with the magnetic atmosphere of Earth, I think. And then they pounce and kind of break the snow with their paws and sometimes capture their prey. When I've watched them, they've been mostly unsuccessful, and at times the snow's been really hard and then they can't break through. So it's just been a wonderful experience, and that really helped me get through the last part of winter, because every morning I would wake up, I would look outside, and if I would see foxes, I would quickly grab coffee, put on lots of clothes, and just head out. And I had something that engaged me and inspired me, and that was great. Spring is arriving. The days are long. The sun feels warm. Most of the snow has melted, and the trees are starting to bud. I've seen some butterflies around, and I really feel myself wake up with it. And this is what I really like about trying to slow down and be in tune and live with the seasons. Nature doesn't go full speed all the time. It hibernates in winter, but we're expected to just keep the same pace in our lives at work, with friends and family, socially, all the time. And we forget that we are an animal. We also have our cycles, we're a part of nature. And so it's been nice to realize that and really follow nature. So now when spring's happening, I feel myself get more energetic. I want to do more things because I took it more slowly during winter, and now I have this burst of energy that's like shooting up, just like a shoot out of the ground, and like nature starting to produce buds and flowers and grass and all kinds of things again. Um, and this for me marks like truly New Year's. To have the new year between December 31st and January 1st is kind of weird to me, because nothing changes. The days are short, it's dark and it's winter, and then the days are short and it's dark and it's winter when we come out the other side. From a seasonal calendar standpoint, that makes no sense. Um, so this marks like the shift for me, where I transition from the old year to a new one. Um, so I'm excited now. I'm outside a lot more, working in the yard. I have my camera with me. My cats are following me around. They also really appreciate that spring is here. You can really tell the difference with them as well. So I'm really excited to be back, and I'm gonna really try and lower the bar for myself. I've always thought that, oh, I can't film a YouTube video today because I don't have a good hair day, or something's up with my skin, or I haven't figured out my backdrop or where I'm gonna sit. And I'd need to just do it. It doesn't matter. Like, life's too short. I care more about those details than you do. You won't even notice half the stuff I notice. So, lower the bar. Done is better than perfect. And yeah, I will try and embrace the way I'm writing and working on Substack, where it is very nature, seasonal based content mixed with photography. And so that's my plan to do here as well. I hope you will enjoy it. I hope you're excited to tag along. And it's times are weird now, guys. Like, there's a war again, and AI is fucking us up. Excuse my language. And especially if you work as a creator like me, it's it's not great. Work is slower, and so I think finding other ways to work, and yeah, for me, studying and learning new things and exploring other paths in my life and opening doors and checking what's on the other side and seeing if it leads somewhere feels really good and important right now. So your support means a lot when you choose to follow me, to subscribe, to like or comment on what I post. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I appreciate you guys so much, and this is important. You and I connecting, talking, realizing that there are real people out there still doing things. So, yes, thank you. This was a bit different. It was very honest. It was a bit of a rambling, no script really. But hey, I like my new office. You guys haven't really seen it. We renovated it last year. I love sitting here working, and I have like a corner desk, so I can sit there and work on the screen on projects and photos, and then I can kind of roll my chair over to this side if I'm reading or want to draw, paint. A little bit more that way. I also have my jewelry station where I can make jewelry. And so it's just a great creative space, and I love being in it. And I have a lot of dried flowers and bones and dead insects and just cool things from nature that help inspire me as I sit here and work. So, and on the screen behind me is also a bit of a mood board. I'm gonna try and spend a whole year working on a personal, more artsy photo project, which I'm really excited about, and I'll tell you more about that in a future video. Because now I've been rambling for way too long, and I need more coffee and I need to go out into the sun. So I will catch you in the next one. Bye.